President Trump is hosting two wartime leaders at the White House today as the war with Iran drags into its fifth month. It's time for the Streamline, everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Trump is meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky this afternoon. The U.S. stopped bombing Iran after 13 straight days. Israel fears a U.S. deal with Iran could strengthen the country, while Ukraine recently attacked an Iranian ship it believed was carrying weapons to Russia. Meanwhile, there are conflicting messages about the peace talks. Iran denies any direct talks are happening, but President Trump says otherwise.
Having good talks, so we'll see what happens. I think there's a good chance that something could happen, and if it does, good. If it doesn't, we go back to doing what we were doing 2 days ago.
The Strait of Hormuz, a critical oil route in the region, remains shut down. Here at home, we're keeping an eye on our rising gas prices. In San Diego County, prices went up a cent overnight, $5.73 for a gallon of regular on average. Nationally, a different story. Prices went down by a cent. It's $4.10.
Breaking overnight, a powerful 7.1 earthquake rocked Japan. The shaking lasted for about a full minute. Some roads were damaged. A few fires broke out as well. Buildings suffered damage, and thousands of homes are now without power. You see the footage of some of the destruction. Officials also issued a tsunami advisory for the coast. Waves are expected to reach about 3 feet. Lifeguards in San Diego are pulling hundreds of people from rough surf. Over the weekend, crews responded to more than 400 water rescues. That's almost double the number of rescues from the week before. As heat brings more people to the beach, dangerous rip currents and high waves up to 6 feet have put swimmers in danger. Lifeguards say this summer is proving to be exceptionally busy.
It's well north of 3,000 rescues since June for this summer. And while we see a lot of that activity every single year, this one is a little bit elevated.
A beach hazard statement is in effect through Wednesday, and then a coastal flood advisory after that. The danger goes beyond the waves, though. A 17-year-old was seriously injured this weekend after jumping from Sunset Cliffs. A reminder from lifeguards, it's illegal to jump into the ocean from anything higher than 5 feet. Severe storms have left a trail of destruction across the Midwest. In Wisconsin, a powerful tornado tore through one city with winds hitting 111 miles an hour. It ripped roofs from homes and destroyed businesses. Thankfully, no deaths have been reported. The storms also triggered flash floods in the Chicago area. Hundreds of thousands of people lost power there. The system is now moving east. There are flood watches in effect today from Philadelphia to New York.
The singer David, whose full name is David Burke, will stand trial for murder. He's accused of killing and dismembering 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez last year. Her body was found in the trunk of his car. A judge in LA ruled Monday there is enough evidence to move forward with the case. Prosecutors say Burke killed a teenager to keep her from talking about their relationship. They say he wanted to keep the details quiet ahead of the release of his new album. Burke has pleaded not guilty to the charges.
He had his hands on the wheel and just going down and knocking stuff over, having a good time.
A bit of a construction conundrum along University Avenue in North Park this weekend. A man wreaking havoc after stealing that backhoe early Sunday morning. ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen talked to one witness who saw all of it unfold moments before the thief was taken down.
This crushed metal grate, just one of the remnants of a path of destruction after someone stole a backhoe and went for an apparent joyride in North Park.
No shirt on, joyriding.
The commotion sent Guy Guadani, GM of the Mission, racing out of the restaurant around 6 Sunday morning, an hour before it was set to open.
Just sitting there drinking some coffee, and I hear loud bangs and booms and glass.
Outside, a backhoe driving past, doing damage.
I seen him coming down University east in the excavator, bucket dragging, and he was just knocking stuff down.
Guadani got on the phone with 911, but police were already in position, arresting the thief moments later a few blocks away. On Monday morning, city crews working to replace the last of the damaged signs. Across several blocks, a trail of knocked over signs and traffic signals.
Surreal, crazy.
I showed the video to North Park residents who were left in disbelief.
Pretty shocking, yeah. Glad no one got hurt.
Jamie Lynch works for a company providing surveillance to contractors. His clients were not targeted in this theft. I asked him how a backhoe might be stolen.
Sometimes the key, if it's just dropped off, is hidden somewhere in that piece of equipment. I don't know if that happened there.
Some who saw the video telling me it reminded them of a scene more than 3 decades ago. A tank stolen from a Kearny Mesa National Guard armory ripping through everything in its path. The thief eventually shot and killed by police. Decades later, another unreal sight.
Had his hands on the wheel and just going down and knocking stuff over, having a good time.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
In San Diego, police have identified the suspect as 28-year-old Liam Quigley. He was arrested for theft of a vehicle and property damage. They say that 5 street signs, a large planter, and a street light, they were all damaged. There was additional damage to a business estimated at $25,000. Now, along with crime, Michael covers communities in the East County. If you have any tips or story ideas for him, you can email him, michael.chen@10news.com, or you can scan that QR code there on your screen.
Some good news for frequent flyers. Baggage claim at San Diego International is getting an upgrade. The project will modernize the Terminal 2 East baggage claim. The airport says the conveyor system is going to become faster, more dependable, and use less energy. Work begins in early 2027, and it will last at least a year, for the people who still check their baggage instead of just carry everything on. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.